So, it's Christmas season,
I mean,
eh?
over here it just became Christmas. I don't know. It's midnight right now here, so I guess Merry Christmas to me.
Yeah, it's like 3:30, like 3:15 a.m. and I just woke up 15 minutes ago. So yeah, I'm pretty sleepy right now.
Oh,
So
and so you woke up in the middle of the night.
yeah, I was really excited for this.
I see. Well,
Yeah,
I mean, thank you for inviting me. I'm not sure if Sodor Productions is there, or is he busy doing something? But yeah, thank you for inviting me. Unfortunately, I can't stay for too long, but you know,
right,
friend.
right. So how are you planning to spend Christmas?
I mean, probably with my family and friends, and I don't know. In the community, I've been in a lot of these Christmas projects, so I'll try my best to join, the
Yeah, and
streams.
your latest Instagram videos are going viral pretty quickly. Like
Oh,
your
which
recent
which
Instagram
one?
post. Your recent Instagram posts.
Oh, the memes. Oh,
Yeah.
that's nothing. That's just memes, honestly.
No, they're pretty
Yeah,
good.
but thank you.
So, and you know, what are you going to do on Christmas? Like family stuff?
I guess we're gonna cook. Like, since it's COVID, we can't do that much. Like, we can't stay outside for too long. But yeah, just
Yeah,
vibe with family and friends.
that's true.
What are you gonna do? Do you celebrate Christmas or?
Yeah, in India we do celebrate Christmas. Yeah. And for Christmas, like me and my friends have planned a feast. So yeah, I plan to go there.
Ah, that's cool. I mean, I had a lot of Indian friends. I'm not sure if you know, but uh, I'm not sure if you know the country, but I used to live in Oman and Dubai, and like there's a lot of like Indian kids, I guess. It was
Right.
cool.
All right. So, like the Christmas, the Christmas spirit, like this year's like really down due to all this COVID and stuff. Like really.
Yes, I agree. I mean, what can we do? I heard vaccines are coming soon, so hopefully, things will be going back to normal soon.
Don't
Oh,
say
hey.
that. You have to call it the current world event. Otherwise, you're gonna get this. Otherwise, you're gonna get your video taken down.
Oh yeah, shite. That's
I
correct.
didn't know that, really.
I knew that because a friend of mine, we did that and we mentioned it and it got taken down. So we've been having to call it a current world event.
That's
I was
um,
talking about that beer. I was talking about the beer. What do you think you were talking about?
I don't know. What were you talking about?
I think he
I was
meant
talking about the
the
beer
current
pandemic.
Because
pandemic.
yeah, because
Yeah,
technically,
exactly.
you did mention this year's been going bad with all this Corona stuff. So technically, you did say it.
Yeah, but I was mentioning the beer.
Then why'd he mention vaccines, huh?
Yeah,
But let's
it's
just ignore
grand.
it, shall we?
I guess we
Exactly.
can
Please.
edit
What?
it. I'm not
Exactly.
sure, but
Exactly. Moving on, please. Now, if you
Yeah.
now, it's current world event. Got it.
Yeah, so train lover, what are you planning to do on Christmas?
What am I planning to do? Open my rip out, well, pull out an M30, pull out an M16, and pull and shoot up in those presents. No, I'm kidding.
Well, you're from the
I'm
US.
just planning on pulling out the butterfly knife and cutting open those presents.
Oh wow.
Nah, I'm
I
kidding.
also
I'm just kidding. I'm just gonna simply use my hand and rip open the presents.
Yeah. Safety first, kids.
Yeah,
Yay.
or as they did in that one time, as they did in that one Thomas episode with Mr. Arkwright. Ask for you have an adult with you.
Mm,
Always ask for assistance with scissors or something like that.
yeah. Oh, by the way, what happened to Mr. Arkwright? What happened to the actor?
Mr. Arkwright, I think he's still alive, but Mr. Perkins is gone.
oh, Mr.
No, the
Perkins,
actor.
rest
The
in
actor is
peace. I
gone.
think he passed away in 2016 or 17.
Let me look
Yeah,
here at this.
2016, 2nd
Hold
January.
on.
2nd January.
Let me look at Mr.
Uh,
Arkwright. Robert Slade, actually. Let me look at
Robert
his
Slade is
name.
still alive.
Yeah, he is.
Hmm.
Let me look. Hold up.
I do remember that Christmas episode that Mr. Perkins made. You the Christmas tree and all.
Yeah, he. I have an DVD of team. I have the DVD of Team Up with Thomas.
I
Yeah.
think for me, the most iconic Mr. Perkins episode is when he cooked that Thomas cake. I'm not sure, that was pretty
Yeah, I
iconic.
Yeah,
love
he
that.
was like this. He's like that. He's like this. What's that? Can I tell you my idea? Well, no. I think yeah, that's you'll see. We'll see later.
I'm
Like
Or
back.
he's
during
like he was just like yeah, he was like this butter. Ah, yes, butter from the grocery store and sugar. Yes, a big bag of sugar from the grocery store. Wellsworth. I think we're all set to go. I better get to work. And he gets covered and stuff.
yeah.
Or
Oh, but
remember when the
so the
polling up? Remember in the snow episode where he was like this, Thomas, can I borrow? Do you have some coal that I can use for a fire? It's really cold.
yeah, I do remember that. Hey, Soda Rail Productions, you are back, I see.
Yep,
So,
Yep.
what's up? How are you
not
planning to
much.
spend
Hi.
Christmas?
I'm just waiting for my new episode to be premiering at 9 o'clock. So I'm just waiting for that to
Hold
start.
on. I got it. Hold
All
on.
right.
Oh yeah, I'm so sorry for
No, don't
not
worry about
being
it.
able to voice Percy, by the way.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, sorry, it was just that I was so busy with other projects, but I'd love to in the future if you need a
Here, I
Percy.
think I got
So
it. I got the video up right now. Diver's Navford Station, London Diver's locker room. Sir, Topham Hat. Yes, sir. Good day to you too, sir.
I think like
Yes,
Mr. Arthur like
yes,
speaks
this is
much more
this is
expression.
all right. I've just got your comments on the 1119 service from Random Docks to Navford Station. Yes, sir. You're right on time. No delays. No, sir, and no confusion either. Yes, sir. I did clear the hat. She gave me the instructions of codes and instructions. Uh, And so, if you're sure I'm the right if you're sure I'm the right person for the job, sir. I
All right. I think that's enough. That's enough.
Since when did you tell? Since when? Oh, right. Never mind. I'm not even gonna ask. I'm not even gonna go here.
No. Oh, by the way, can anyone tell me, friends, when did they start using the term winter holidays?
Excuse me. What now?
Yeah, you're
Yeah, in the
breaking
US,
up.
for in the US, for some reason, they were using the term winter holidays.
Winter holidays. That's been a thing.
Yeah, I
I
don't
live in
get
Canada,
why.
so I have no
Winter
idea.
holidays is like saying Happy Holidays or Happy Hanukkah. It's nothing to worry about.
Okay, so who says Christmas? Who does not say Merry Christmas but says Merry Winter Holidays?
I
Well,
think
people,
they wanted to
well,
make it
it's people
not
who
an
can people if
overall
people
thing.
want to
They
say any
wanted to
if
Wait,
make
people
wait,
it
wait, one by one,
everybody.
one by
okay,
one.
I was
Train lovers
speaking
speak
first.
first. Hmm?
I was speaking first.
Yeah.
If people want to say Merry Winter Holidays, they have every right in their power to say it. They don't have to be told what's right and what's wrong.
Yeah,
It's just a figure. It's just a word like any other thing in the dictionary.
but no one says it. I've never heard anyone
No,
say
I
that.
mean,
That's
like
because you've
for
never heard.
me,
That's because
I
you've
think
never heard
like
it.
for me is that there's also Hanukkah and other
Yeah.
winter traditions like that. So they don't want to just like push it as one tradition. They want to
And
like
and don't forget, people don't all not all people celebrate Christmas in other countries. So
Yeah,
if they because literally people who don't celebrate Christmas, why do you think they say Happy Holidays?
yeah,
also like
that's true.
I
Exactly.
think they want to mention the New Year as well. Happy New Year at the
Good
Exactly.
same
point.
time.
Good
Yeah.
point.
So
No, because like in the UK, actually, you have you heard the Merry Winter Wish DVD?
I have the Thomas's Christmas
Yeah,
decorate Thomas's Merry
yeah.
Christmas or
So
something.
that
No,
actually
Merry
got
Christmas
delayed.
Thomas. I mean, I have Merry
That
Christmas
got
Thomas.
delayed for a year in the UK due to the term winter holiday. Because in the
Oh,
UK,
hold on. I got to show you guys two things. First, here's one thing I have that doesn't work anymore, but this is something I have.
oh, is that DVD? Oh,
It's
it's a
a
Oh wow,
VHS.
that's
VHS.
wow. I haven't seen one of those in
Steamy
like a
versus
long
Diesel.
time.
Steamies versus Diesels. Unfortunately, it doesn't work anymore. Apparently, something's wrong with the film.
Oh,
But
yeah,
I will be right back. I will be right back. Give me one sec.
all right.
We'll be right back if these mess. Never mind.
Yeah,
I'll be right back.
mm. Yeah, but like as I was saying, like in the UK, because like in the UK, Reverend Audrey is actually more popular than you think. So like because Audrey is a vicar, I think they should have used the Christmas term at least in the UK version. What do you guys think?
I
Sorry, can you
mean,
say that
yeah,
again?
I agree.
Yeah, so I'm saying like in the UK, Audrey is more popular than you would know, and Audrey is a vicar, so like people would expect them to use the term Christmas.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I agree. I
Yeah.
mean,
I
Canada,
am back, ladies and
we
germs.
rarely have any like.
I'm back, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. What did you
I'm
get?
just playing Train Simulator right
I'm
Oh,
honestly editing right now. Like I have to do a
Hello.
now. Oh,
video
yeah,
edit
yeah.
for Instagram.
Annual 2011.
This
Cool.
is not an American book.
Oh, that's a
This
book.
is a British book that my late aunt Karen got for me when it first released in the UK. How
Okay.
do I know? Because the price tag on the back doesn't even have an American one on it. It says £7.99, and in the book it has the terms are look here,
Fake controller.
the Fat Controller instead of the Sir Top Matt as we call him in America. Yep. This one has the episode Cranky Bugs on Creaky Cranky actually
Oh.
from the first season
Oh.
13 episode.
Oh. That episode.
And the only
Very.
reason why I like it is because look who made it into the book cover. Look who made it into the book.
I mean, it wasn't a very good
oh,
episode to be honest.
Look who made it into the book. Hold on.
Henry.
No.
Oh wait, it's. Oh,
Hold
it's
up.
okay. Hang on, I can't see it right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
kind of
Henry.
blurry, but
Just say it. Just say it. Oh, Big
oh, Big
Mickey.
Mickey. He means Big Mickey.
Oh,
Yes, he
okay.
made
Oh
it
yeah.
into the book.
No face.
Because this is from season 13, darn it. He didn't have a face until season 21.
Yeah, retconning things.
Achoo!
Bless you.
Bless you.
Hey, look, I sneezed the camera out of existence.
Huh. Yeah. So just hey yeah. So what are we doing?
Going crazy. You want to join me?
Yeah, sure.
Gladly, I'll
One,
make a seat
two.
for. I'll save a seat for you.
Yeah,
You want to hear my impression of Eddie Glenn's Thomas?
sure.
It's like, don't worry, I'm on my way.
Huh.
Or that's what buffers are for, to stop engines from crashing. What are you doing in the sheds, James?
That's actually
Or,
good.
or how about this? But you weren't on time, little Thomas, and you're being bossy, Gordon. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to see Mr. Conductor. He's looking after us while Sir Topham Hatt takes a much needed holiday. Oh, I think we can take care of ourselves.
Wasn't this supposed to be like a part two of Magic Riddle, which took place during the winter?
No, there was a
Never.
director's cut though, and in the new 20th anniversary DVD that came out, we have deleted scenes from the original director's cut.
The director's cut was pretty awful too.
Hey, at least Cranky would have gotten a scene, unlike him just getting a random, basically useless cameo.
That's true too. That's true too.
We could have gotten George. We would have had PT Boomer. Or how about? Oh wait, here's my impression of PT Boomer from the original. All right, Burnett. All right, Burnett. The gloves are off. Oh no,
What do you mean by that?
it was actually
What
this.
do you-
Okay, Burnett. The gloves are off.
What do you mean by that? The gloves are
Because
off.
he
So
literally,
what?
because basically it means that he's about to get his hands dirty. He's got his bare hands. He's ready to beat the crap out of Burnett.
But he's on a moving train going at the speed of 60 miles per hour.
Whenever Diesel 10 catches him and Burnett gets stopped and falls to the ground, Burnett would jump off Diesel 10 and beat the living crap out of Burnett Stone. That's what PT Boomer would beat the living crap out of Burnett Stone. That's what it is.
Yeah. You know what would have been better? If like Thomas's driver like used Diesel 10's like, just that claw and just went up and fought like Boomer in the face.
Thomas didn't have a driver, genius.
That's the
None of
whole-
them did.
It's
All right,
back,
what
I
about Mr.
thought that
Conductor?
was. I felt that was like more awkward. Like, how are the engines driving without a driver?
Oh, by the
Oh
way,
At
yeah.
the
here's the
same
interesting
time,
thing.
you need to think of like movies like Soder's Legend of the Lost Treasure when it's even more awkward that the drivers were there the whole time and then they
Yeah.
just jump off once Thomas is about to
Yes,
go
Fall
into
I
into
the
the
know.
water.
tavern, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I
Why
don't
did
know.
Uh,
I just
Sailor
found that
John talk
scene
to the?
I cringed a little.
those drivers probably, whenever they say they're going home for tea, they're really going home for therapy.
Yeah.
He's like this. He's
Why
like
did
this. He's like this. He's like this. I'm off. I'm off. You're gonna be. I'll see you later tomorrow, Percy. Where are you going? Home for tea," said the fireman.
home for
Percy was
therapy?
speechless. Percy was speechless. Or how about this? Percy saw something up ahead. Oh no! It's headed straight for me.
Hmm. Like why did Sailor John decide to talk to the talking face instead of like the actual human beings?
Nah, I loved it. I remembered it was just like this. He's like this. It was like this. Sailor John was arrested by the was captain by the police. What have we got here then? Or it was
I
like,
think
or it
that
was like it's season 20. Season 20 was like this. Hello, Max and Monty. Your tip in the deputy has caused confusion and delay.
tipping the dividend, tipping the dividend.
Or it was like, or it was just like, or it was like this. Oi you.
Hmm. Oh, also, by the way, was there any like specific Christmas stories in the railway series? Like, there are many Christmas episodes. What then
Funny
exactly?
thing is, I actually have Thomas's Snowy Surprise on DVD.
No, like in the books, railway series.
I don't know, but I'm
I
just
don't
saying that I
think
own
so.
that DVD I own that DVD which has Thomas's Snowy Surprise, which has the Christmas party, or as the people say, what is it? Or as the Americans call it, Thomas and Percy's Mountain Adventure.
Oh yeah, I saw that one from I think it was
Funny thing
Unlucky
is
Duck.
actually I have the episode on one of my DVDs, but I
Wait,
think
wait,
it
wait.
is. I think it's the original Christmas one,
Let
or no,
Soda Real
it's
Production speak. Let Soda Real Production speak too. Yeah, Soda Real, what
I,
are we saying?
I saw that Thomas of Mountain Adventures from Unlucky Tugs. I thought
I
Yeah, I
rem-
did too. His review was pretty good.
it was
Yeah.
awesome.
I remember when James is here did that about every one of them, and he's like this, which was used in Thomas and Percy's Christmas Adventure, or as you Americans, Thomas and Percy's Mountain Adventure.
Oh God.
That just hurt my ears a
Yes.
bit.
Yeah.
Well, you should watch the
Yeah.
original episode.
All
Then
right,
you'll get
guys,
it.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I have to go. Like as I
All
said,
right.
I cannot stay for too
All
long.
right.
So
All right.
Oh,
have
All right.
fun, you guys. Merry Christmas,
all right.
Yeah, you
Christmas
too.
Eve,
Merry
wherever you
Christmas.
live. All right,
Yes.
take care.
Hmm. All right. Um. So what I was asking? Yeah. So like that, like Christmas episode, Thomas Percy Mountain Adventure.
Uh-huh.
How was the US job to you guys?
Well, the US dub is really nothing different. It's still the same. All it is just that they basically all we do is call it Thanksgiving instead of Christmas. I guess because Christmas wasn't really appropriate, or it just
No,
didn't
no,
make
no,
sense.
no. It's due to Shining Time Station.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
Besides, now that I think about it, why would it be snowing in November?
I
mean,
said
in
the
Canada,
same.
it does sometimes snow in November.
Not exactly, but it wouldn't be.
Not as often.
What you
but
want to
like-
be getting? You know what? At the end of that, near the end of that episode, I believe it was in that episode or whatever. If it wasn't, it would not have any Christmas related decorations on Thanksgiving.
True.
Yeah.
That I felt was a goof. I didn't really watch that episode for a while up until like I was 7, I think.
Yeah, I have to read. Which DVD did that one come out on? Was it Thomas Percy and a Dragon?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
believe so.
Let me double check. Hold on. Let me look at that. See if I can. Hold on. Thomas Percy
Like I used
and
to be
the
like
Dragon.
always confused. My like friend came from the US, and when he came and we both like watched the episode, I used to be like, where was that Santa scene? What the hell is
Okay, I
Thanksgiving?
just found a YouTube video basically like ripped from the actual DVD. It says here, no, it doesn't. It says Thomas Percy and the Dragon, Donald and Douglas, The Deputation, Time for Trouble, A Scar for Percy, The Diseasel, and Edward's Exploit. Those are the only episodes on there.
Oh. Anyway.
Thomas and Percy's Christmas Adventure. Yeah,
But
because even the Unlucky Tug was confused because he says Thomas's best Christmas Thanksgiving episode.
yeah.
I have to rewatch that video again.
In my opinion, that is the best Christmas episode. And in second I would put like Missing Christmas Tree, and in third, probably the Christmas coffee pot.
Okay, what I want is missing coach. We need to talk about that. We need to discuss that.
Oh,
All right. What do you want to discuss about that?
Well, the fact is that seeing as I said that I own Thomas
Huh?
It's just you and me, boy. Anyways,
Oh, no.
basically, well, he's gone. I guess I think he's too scared to talk about it.
Oh, no, he disconnected. Okay, let's talk about it. No, what about
Anyway, seeing as I have Thomas Percy and the Dragon and the episodes Donald and Douglas and the Deputation are on there, I still noticed. Wait, was the missing coach supposed to be before Donald and Douglas, or was the missing coach supposed to be in between?
No, the missing coach was supposed to be before. No, the break van intro scene that was supposed to be in the missing coach.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, so the missing coach is before break van.
Okay, but
Yes.
then why was it still a canceled episode?
Oh, because it was too confusing. And I, actually kind of agree with it.
I don't.
Why not?
Simple, because literally, it was not going to be confusing. It may be confusing to the kids, but then again, not very many kids still watch Thomas.
Well, kids mainly watch Thomas. I'm pretty sure about that.
Yes, but we watch Thomas too, and we're adults.
No, but even to me, it was confusing. Wait, I'm sharing an image. James Williams.
Share your screen then.
Yeah, hang on 1 second. Oh, shit, I
What?
played something. Because I don't understand the concept of the missing
Share your
code.
screen. Turn on your share screen.
Yeah, but wait, hang on.
Tell you what,
Share-
I'll do it. I'll share my screen.
I'm sharing.
All right.
Oh, hey,
sorry about
go
that.
ahead. Yeah,
Oh.
it's fine. Chrome tab, twin engines, share. All right. So,
There we go.
can anyone explain me the function of this thing?
What?
it's like a break coach, support coach, sort of like.
It's a break
There?
/ support coach.
Yeah.
Yes, but when does Thomas use it? Like, this is the only time we see it. We never again see him playing that coach.
That's
guess
probably
it was-
because it was only necessary.
Yeah, true. But it just confuses me. So what is that? A weekly service?
I guess so. I mean, for right now, currently, I use that type of method for my series, right? Where Thomas had an extra coach for that. I kind of thought of it more of like a weekly day-to-day, like a day service, or like once a month they will have an extra coach with them.
Yeah.
So
So-
that's what I.
But
That's what I use.
taking one coach then shunting it into the other train wouldn't be too much hecticness.
Wait a sec. Let me try reading something.
Right? Try reading it.
Let me read what it says here from the plot. Basically, let me see here from the fandom page. It says the missing coach was an episode originally being developed for the second series, but was canceled. It was to be based on the stories Hello Twins, and the missing coach from the Railway series book, The Twin Engines. Work on the Fat Controller's Railway has become harder, so he orders a goods engine from Scotland. However, 2 identical twin engines arrive instead. When the Fat Controller is informed, he goes to meet the engines, discovering they have lost their numbers and are named Donald and Douglas.
No, so I think like in the Lucky Thug is oh, the stream that the
The
Unlucky
Fat
Thug did he actually
Controller orders for them to have numbers. They realize it's the only way to distinguish between them. I'm reading. The Fat Controller introduces the twins to Doug, who shows them around.
yeah, go on.
At night, the twins stop shouting their whistles. Shortly afterwards, Doug realizes that the twins are shouting at him. He asks the Fat Controller what is going on.
Yeah, then
Douglas is shunting in the yard and frets about being sent as to fool the Fat Controller that they have nothing to do with the missing coach. But he is not
all
fooled and
right.
severely reprimands
All right, we
Douglas.
get the story. We get the story. But, wouldn't it be faster for the passengers to just get out of the coach, go into Thomas's train, climb aboard, and then go away? Why do you need to take the coach
Listen.
out, shunt it into that line?
Now look, hold up. Let me finish reading. Let me read the trivia. It says here. In an interview released on Soda Island fan site shortly before his death in 2008, David Mitton confirmed that the episode was in production in 1985 and halfway through filming when Britt Allcroft considered the episode unworthy of airing since she thought the plot would be too confusing for children. The twins swapping their tenders was what would have been too difficult for children to understand. Mitton also mentioned that he was in possession of all the footage filmed for this episode. He describes the episode's plot as being complicated without too much action. Several photos of promotional material are currently publicly visible of the filmed footage. A
Are you
shot of
just
James
going to
wearing
read out
his.
the entire thing?
Yes, let me read, please.
It's not necessary, but okay.
You know what? I'm just gonna look for the ones that make sense. Two photos that are from this episode that later made it into the break van are a shot of the twins greeting the Fat Controller from at the fat. All right, wait, hold up, I lost it. Of them greeting the Fat Controller, and the one where the tenders are given numbers. Britt Allcroft's nephew stated that he was in possession of the original footage. This is the first episode known to have been canceled. However, the series pilot was never broadcast, but was reshot as the 25th episode of the first series. The first clip in the episode saved from scrap and the first two clips in the episode Break Van were originally filmed for this episode beforehand. This episode would have been the first and only appearance of Thomas's special coach in the television series, as well as the first episode to feature engines swapping tenders.
So
However,
basically,
because the episode
inconsistency.
However, because the episode was canceled, the first episode to feature engines swapping tenders is the 10th series episode, It's Good to Be Gordon. At one point during development, the episode was referred to by the name Hello Twins, taking the name of the first story from the twin engines rather than the second. Had this episode been aired, it would have been the third time a tender engine was seen physically separated from the tender, the first being Thomas and the breakdown train, and the second being Off the Rails. Actually, this is incorrect now because look, it says here, because if we recall, the Love Me Tender, clearly Douglas gets decoupled from his tender, and
No, no,
Donald takes it with him.
this said this would be the third time. Love Pretend is like what 20 years after this episode was
Yes,
filmed.
but this is because they didn't edit this at all. So technically, they forgot to add it because the first time was Thompson the Breakdown Train, and the second was Off the Rails. But the
Yes, the
third time,
missing coach would have been the third, but it did not be the third.
Are you seriously snapping at me, or are you just not understanding anything I'm saying?
No, I'm not snapping at you. Why will I snap at you? I'm talking
I don't
normally.
know. Well, whatever. Let me read what the goofs are here.
Oh, no, no,
In
no.
what
That's not required. That's not required.
whatever, but still, it just goes on saying here that
Hey, goofs. The episode wasn't shown. What goofs are
well,
we
there
talking?
are goofs that are referring to supposedly, but it says here probably because they're from the pictures, so it's best to read them. In what was to be the opening shot, Gordon stopped shortly after passing the signal due to derailing. Due to this shot being reused for Save from Scrap, this goof is shared between the two episodes. Despite being told that both engines would be given numbers, Douglas 10 is already painted on his tender. Yeah, that is actually noticeable because he did in the actual episode from the beginning of Donald and Douglas. He does have his number 10 on him already. So technically that was a goof that was brought in, that was transferred into that episode. So anyways, Douglas's number 10 is already painted on his tender when the Fat Controller meets twins the first time, while Douglas's 9 is seen blurred in the picture of him way in front of Farquhar Shed's middle berth. Due to the former shot being reused for Break Van, this goof is shared between the two episodes. In all existing images of the scene at Tidmouth Sheds, both Gordon and Henry's eyes are wonky. Good to know.
Yeah. So also, the image I'm showing, why is like Annie like so short and Clarabelle is so long?
Uh,
Like
you do realize that that there was actually an Easter egg from Thomas Comes to Breakfast, where at the background, where you can clearly see Donald is actually smashed into the signal box in the background.
no, but like
In
yeah,
Thomas
yeah,
Comes to Breakfast,
yeah, I
in one of
noticed
the
that. I
Percy
noticed
close-ups,
that.
yeah, but in cool, it was interesting. But in one of the close-ups, you can clearly see Donald in the background, very, very poorly noticeable, but you can still make him out. And he's crashed. His tender has been crashed into the signal box, basically as
Mhm.
if continuity from the other episodes. This is really impressive, if you ask me.
No, I
But
think it's
anyway,
really coincidental.
yeah, you're a mucker nuisance. It's to leave you behind. I be wanting.
Yeah. So as I was
Hey, who's gonna
saying,
voice the break van? Okay, fine, I will. You
yeah,
can't, said the van. I'm essential. Ah, are you? You're nothing but a screeching and a noise when all's said and done. Spike Dougie, would you? Take that! Ow! Ooh! Cried the van. There's more to come and should you misbehave. The van
so
behaved better after that. Until
so
one day Donald had an accident and
all right. Are you gonna just like narrate the entire episode right now?
I can leave this group because apparently you don't understand me.
No,
But
it's
I'm
just
not going
funny.
to leave.
No,
Funny
yeah, you're a really funny guy.
because I love that's what I do. All right?
Oh God, it's cold here. Oh, uh, Soda Real Productions. So what do you think of the missing coach?
For me, I really wanted to see it. I like if Britt Allcraft actually went through with the
Did you just say Britt all
uh,
crap? It's Britt
Allcroft.
Allcroft. There you go.
Yeah,
You
that's what I
just
said.
got
Yeah, I said that.
triggered.
If Britt
Yeah. So what do
Allcroft
you think?
went through with the episode, I would see a little bit more of a change with like the whole Tom's Friends franchise from where it's going now.
Why?
Oh, wait a sec. Here's interesting. It says here. It says for the episode for Donald and Douglas, it said for the break fan, this episode was filmed at the same time as the second series episode, Thomas Comes to Breakfast. As in the latter episode, Donald's tender is seen merged into the signal box when Thomas pulls into Tidmouth Station, and then behind Percy when he says, "Don't be so daft" to Thomas. Oh,
Cool.
that would
Cool.
explain it.
I'm still
I'm
on the.
coming. I'll be right back.
All right. So Soda Real Productions. What are you saying?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, right. What do you think of this illustration? This very weird illustration.
I mean, you're getting a lot of different illustrations with like the whole,
But this particular one I'm showing.
the one when I'm looking at this illustration right now, I can see Clarabelle. I believe it's Clarabelle. I could be wrong. Yeah, no, it's Clarabelle. Clarabelle's a little bit shorter than Annie, and
No,
then you
Annie's
got
a little bit shorter than Clarabelle.
really,
Yeah, Annie's at the front. Clarabelle's at the back.
but I see the break coach, which is Clarabelle.
Okay, sure, whatever.
Yeah, Clarabelle's a little bit shorter than Annie,
Hmm.
and then like you got like Thomas's face looks like he is ready to kill one of those cows.
Yeah. You know what this actually looks like? This like looks like like the Clarabelle is like a Hornby coach and the Annie's like a Bachman coach.
Yeah, I was actually getting to that as because it kind of looks like. Sorry, one sec. I think my train simulator game just crashed.
Oh. Oh, are you playing Train Simulator right now?
Yeah, I'm playing Train Simulator right now.
Oh, cool. Oh, and also okay, Hornby, Bachman, what's the back coach? Oxford Rails?
Sorry, what?
Yeah, so this is Hornby, this is no, wait, hang on. This is Hornby, this is
Yeah.
Bachman. So what's this one?
Uh,
Oxford
See,
Rails?
I don't have like a lot of model trains, so I'm tempted to say Lionel, but Lionel doesn't really do British trains.
If this was Lionel, it would be here. Like
Yeah,
that roof would be here.
Athern.
Yeah. So like, have you heard the news of Drayton Manor?
Oh yeah, they saved the couple of the. So I'm just gonna. I'm at the Tally Flynn Railway, so it's little.
Oh yeah. No, cause like I'm really sad, but those models were deteriorating anyways.
Yeah, I mean, a couple of models are still saved though. At least a couple of them.
Yeah, like hopefully they will stay safe too. You know,
Yeah,
like do you think like Sam Wilkinson is like doing this intentionally?
not really.
You never know, he might be spicing the fans. So, and also the Tux Trust thing, you do you think like the like how Tux Trust is like run by fans? Do you think like Drayton Manor, the Thomas section should be run by fans?
Yeah, actually, like all the Thomas things should be. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I
If
feel
I
like
cough.
the whole like Thomas franchise or Thomas fandom should be like creating like a Thomas and Friends, trust to save all those models. I mean, there's like a lot of models that are still around, like Fergus, Tidmouth Sheds, Murdoch, Molly, like all those characters that no one sees anymore because let's face it, Mattel is screwing us all.
Correct. So,
I mean, like they should be able to be. We should be able to like step in and like save them, save the balls,
but
and save like what Thomas and Friends would have been. Like, see,
lots
Great
of models
Waterton.
have been saved. Lots of models have been saved.
Yeah, I know. Like, there's been I believe someone had has a Fergus model.
Wasn't Toby stolen?
Yeah, Toby was apparently stolen. I don't know if he's back or not.
Oh, these are like previously.
Yeah,
When was this film? Wait, hang on. Uh, this was like June
I'll
2019.
be right back, but I'm still here for just a minute. Okay, so now what are we? Wait, what are we making? What are we having a funeral for Stephanie's model going bye bye?
yeah. No,
Yeah,
we were
where
just
I look
talking
at the whole Drayton
about
Manor. How like like you have you seen the Tux Trust thing?
Yes, I've seen it millions of times.
So you know how it's run by fans. We are discussing if the Drayton Manor Thomas section should be run by fans or not. What
I
do you
mean, like
think?
all the fans,
Hold
such as
on.
Enterprising Engines and Sidekick Jason, they know about Thomas and Friends' history and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
whereas if you go to a kid who shoot, what was sorry, if you like go to and it like shoot, it's hard to explain. I'm good. I'll come back to that.
All right. Shall I try to explain what you were saying? So, like, if you go to a kid, he would probably not know about these things, so he wouldn't care. Are you trying to say that?
Yeah, yeah.
I'll be back again.
Okay.
I
Because
mean,
like, yeah, you
go
tell.
ahead. No, go ahead.
Yeah. Because like, okay, I would say some kids because like, okay, if this fandom wasn't there, I would probably be one of those dumb kids. Due to this fandom, I have learned a lot about these talking choo-choo trains.
Yeah. I mean, for me, really, when I remember watching this video where this family went to Drayton Manor and went to the Thomas Friends section, where they saw D261, they're like, "Oh, look at that train." I'm like, "Okay, you probably have not watched Thomas and Friends, and your kids probably growing up with the season 22, 23, 24. So they're probably not going to be like, oh, who's like Edward, for example? Who's Edward? Or like,
I am very.
who's
Oh,
Stepney?
by the way, what do you think of this face of Edward? Talking about Edward, what do you think of this face of Edward? Wait, AJ, this face, that face.
You see that face, right? Like I could see a bit of like black spots still coming out from him. So I'm like, either there was a problem or it was glue. Either it was glued. It
Yeah,
was
and
glued on.
also, yeah, and also, what you were talking about. When did you like start learning about there was like a fandom of these talking choo-choo trains? Hello?
Oh, actually, Rosie has a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, this
Or
was
yeah,
sent previously. Yeah,
she's
so
not
like,
kept in good condition. Like you can see the half of her connecting rods are gone.
hmm
Hello?
yes, yeah. So as I was saying, that uh, when were you like introduced to the fandom? Like got to know that there were so many people who like these choo-choo trains.
Sorry,
Hello?
you're yeah, you're breaking up a bit.
Yeah. Okay. So as I was saying, who do you think introduced you to to the fandom of Thomas? Who introduced
Well,
you to the fans of these talking choo-choo trains?
for me, really, when I actually only got into the fandom, I think like 2 years ago. I learned about the fandom. I thought I was like the only kid in the world. Well, like not the only kid in the world to actually like know a lot of history about Thomas. And personally, I'm like I want to spread my knowledge to people, or spread like some, or like have people give me more knowledge. And
Mm-hmm.
I only got into the fandom at least like
At least
yeah,
what?
like 2 years ago. And then I started channels actually like with his idea of crossovers with Thomas and Friends, Chuggington, like all those. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you. Hello?
Yeah.
Hello? Your voice is cutting out.
Now.
Yeah, are you fine?
Hello.
Yeah, yeah, now you're clear. Uh,
Hello.
hello? Yeah,
Can you hear
hello.
me? Perfect.
Yeah, I can hear you. So what are you saying?
I think I was only introduced by I was introduced to Thomas and Friends like by my mother, who randomly just put on a show of Thomas and Friends. I can't even remember the episode. But then I got into Thomas and Friends a lot more, and I started notice I liked all the sets of Thomas and Friends from the model era. And when they switched to CGI, I saw a bit of dullness to it from the Miller era.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember when I watched the Misty Island Rescue, when I go back to it now, I'm like,
Ugh.
okay, all Ferdinand says is that's right. Like you've never heard him say anything else but that's right.
Yes.
And then,
But
but back then when I watched it, I'm like, okay, I don't care about that about Ferdinand. Thomas is off somewhere else. As
hmm,
things progress, like I was introduced to Thomas and the Magic Railroad at least when I was 6, and then and I was introduced to Diesel 10 at the time. But when Diesel 10, oh no, actually no, I was not introduced to Diesel 10 through calling through Thomas and the Magic Railroad. I was introduced to both the Magic Railroad Lady and Tom and Diesel 10 by calling all engines.
The Magic Railroad had nothing to do with that.
I know.
yeah.
I mean, I was only
The only thing
introduced.
the only thing that had anything to do, that had a resemblance, that had a reference to the Magic Railroad, was the fact that Lady and Diesel 10 were up there. There was
Yeah,
no reference. There was no reference to the Magic Railroad at all.
Hmm. I was introduced to Thomas. I still remember. I live near a place called Santragachi. It's in Kolkata. In Calcutta. So like I used to love trains. Trains used to go by. I used to love it. So like when I went to the mall, I remember still I saw the DVD, Thomas and Gordon and Other Adventures, and I just took it. I was like, steam engines. I love it. And coincidentally, somehow, I watched each DVD in order. Wait, hang on. What's the order? Let me find out 1 second. Thomas and Gordon and Other Adventures. Wiki.
Wait, hold on. I'm confused here. Hold on. Hold up. Hold up. Wait, let me
Yeah.
read this. Hold on. This is trivia from the Break Fan. Says in the restored version, Douglas has his nameplate when he went up Gordon's Hill and smashed the spiteful Break Fan. The nameplate was actually covered by a black sensor bar in the original version, which is absent in the restored version. Outside of this, Douglas's nameplate can also be seen in the original version just before the side view of Douglas next to the spiteful Break Fan. What?
Uh. Okay.
Shoot.
Okay. Uh.
Uh
Jesus,
oh.
my just hanging a lot.
Events of
Okay.
this
So
episode were referenced in the 21st series episode Emily in the Middle. Yes, it was.
yeah. So as I was saying, the DVDs in order I got was Thomas and Gordon,
Hold on, I'll be
Thomas and
right
Bertie.
back.
All right.
I'm gonna get out. I'm just gonna go.
Why? No, no,
'Cause
stay.
I'm busy. I was sitting busy. I'm getting a call.
Oh, okay.
I was nice being on here, but I gotta go.
All right. See ya.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you too. Happy winter holiday. And you're gone. Oh, hello. Hello. Yeah. So as I was saying, I got introduced to. Wait, hang on. Let me share my screen. Uh. Oh God, it's so glitchy. Excel Home Entertainment. Yeah. So coincidentally for me, um, the order in which I got my DVDs was pretty accurate because that was the order in which every episode was shown. So I got like Thomas and Gordon first, then Thomas and Bertie's Adventures, Down the Mine, Pop Goes the Diesel, Ghost Train, Trouble with Mud, Oliver Owns Up. There was two DVDs between this and that. No, oh no, this is correct. Then I got Trucks, and after Trucks, like I didn't got to see anything of season four. So like after Henry and the Elephant, I didn't watch anything of season four and five. So after that, I directly went to Thomas and the Jet Engine and other stories, and I also watched your what's it called, The Old Bridge and other stories. And from then onwards, I saw all of the Miller era. Hey, you're back.
Yep.
Yeah. So as I was saying, my childhood was very fortunate that I watched every one of these DVDs in order up to Trucks.
For me, actually, I only watched Thomas and Friends from, I believe, season 12. No, season 7, and then up. But then over the time, I was so fascinated by by the models. I think that's how I got into the fandom a little more.
Yeah. So like this one was my favorite DVD, Ghost Train and Other Adventures, Other Stories. This one was my favorite one. You know,
See, my
I te-
favorite one was with uh I believe I can't remember the episode off by heart, but the one with Mavis. I remember I would come home, pop that thing to the DVD, and
Mhm.
the next thing you know, I was I would just be fascinated and try to recreate the whole episode.
Yeah.
I
So
didn't get into filming until like this year. That's the thing.
hmm So for me, like I technically should have grown up with the new series, but because I watched these DVDs, you could say I did grow up with the classic series, minus like season five, because season five I couldn't find anywhere.
Yeah, for me, I mean, actually, I remember I grew up. I remember when I was actually little, I was introduced to the RWS series, but audio visual form.
Yeah,
Mm.
the
And
Fat
I always
Controller
thought they
oh
were just
09.
made up cast members and like made up characters until like it was legitimate when I found Thomas Wikia site. It was apparently legit that they were officially in the cast.
Yeah. So like I discovered about that
Are you
by
there?
seeing. Yeah. What did you say? Did you say something? Oh.
Thomas Pandit?
Yeah. Did you say something? Did you say something? Hello. Hello.
Thomas Pandit?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, okay. I put myself on mute without the
Oh.
microphone. Okay. Because
Oh.
I just said did a diagnostic check on Train Simulator. I'm like, something's wrong here.
All right. So yeah, as I was saying, I was very confident that I grew up with these because like I see some people saying that, they have grown up with the new series, so they like it a lot. And I know nostalgia. But
What,
like,
Zach? Someone's just calling me.
oh, all right. So, all right, let me just wait for it. But until I waiting for it, I'm just saying like, if you like the new series, it's cool. It's cool. Like, I like some of the episodes of it too, but like I wouldn't call it like one of my favorite. Like none of the episode in the news here would come in my top 10. Probably not. Except for, maybe Respect for
Yep.
Gordon. Yeah, so like like some people, have grown up with the new series, so like they like it a lot for nostalgia, but because I've seen the classic series too as a child, I watched it side by side on TV, and on some DVDs I watched the new series while saw the classic series on DVDs. So I can say that the classic series, just overall much better.
It's yeah, because they you can tell that they actually like legitimately cared.
Yeah, no, in new series they did care for some episodes. I mean, James and Gordon got a lot of character development.
Yeah. Where then Hit Entertainment, they did nurture it a bit.
Hmm?
And but then when they sold and Hit Entertainment sold it to the Mattel, they just wanted to chop the tree down. They just wanted to get rid of you know.
Well, Mattel did give us season 20 and 21.
Yeah, they did give us season 20 and 21 with the adaptations from the RWS series, but then season
Yeah.
24, I'm season 24
Hmm?
I have mixed reviews about. Like
Yeah, I don't get like how everyone is saying season 24 is the best, but I think season 22 is like the best boba.
yeah, no,
Oh,
I didn't
hello.
forget.
Hang
Oh,
on.
hey
We got a
Thomas
new
fan
guest.
or NWR fan.
They only lost by 3, 27-24, two Drew Brees. Matt Rule, college coach from Baylor. Yeah.
Hey.
Whoa. Is something going on in the background?
They hang in these
What?
games. They went to Minnesota.
Something we hear in the background.
Games and they lost 28-27. I can show you a bunch of games where they hung in and played it close.
Could you
So
lower
what are
the
you
volume?
talking about?
Oh,
Huh?
we are talking about the Thomas DVDs. You know how we got into Thomas. So how did you get into Thomas?
I agree. The three
Okay.
receivers are all dangerous.
Yeah. So how did you get into Thomas?
Here's a
NWR fan.
shot here. I'm taking the shot. I say it's
Yeah.
going to be the upset of the year.
Uh,
Yeah,
how did you get into it?
NWR. Yeah, I think he just put himself on mute so he could turn off whatever it is.
Oh, all right. So yes, Soda Real. What did you prefer as a child, the new series or the classic series?
The classic series, I have to go with the classic series. I mean, I grew up with that, and then when they switched to CGI, there were some okay episodes, but then when you got to season 22, I'm all up for gender equality, but like having to replace like the main cast really. I mean, you could add extra sheds or sometimes engines. Like, if you ever watch any of my series or series episodes,
No, I
I
have seen.
had yeah, like you see, like it's not always going to be the steam team staying at Tidmouth sheds. I've had the mainline engine stay there, and sometimes the steam team, or sometimes we're not even at Tidmouth sheds. Like I don't I don't necessarily think Mattel should have stayed with the exact Tidmouth sheds plot. Keep everyone at Tidmouth sheds with like Rebecca and Mia.
Yeah, same goes for me because like I watched like both of them as a child, and like as a child, there was something about the classic series I liked a lot.
I mean, like you got the models. They really brought it. They really brought out the toy merchandising though, because it's just like, oh, it's probably the same Thomas and Friends that you got for same Thomas toys that you got from the TV show. I mean, for me, uh, I when I saw like the certain Thomas and Friends, let's put Ari because I see Ari in the background right now for me. Uh, when I saw Ari from Thomas and Friends, and I saw him in like Walmart or what's another or Costco, I feel like I want to get him immediately. In fact, actually, when Thomas and Friends now downgraded themselves to like the new to the new toy line, you there?
Yeah, I'm there. When Thomas
Okay.
and Friends.
When Thomas and Friends downgraded themselves to like the immediate toy line that you see now, like I personally was like horrified for Wood, and then when
Harvey was good.
for Wood, I'm talking about.
All right.
Yeah, when I saw the Thomas and Friends merchandising for Wood, I'm like, that was it was ridiculous for me. I'm like, okay, I don't know which Karen thought about having less wood detail or and more less paint, more wood aspect and shorten everything. But that's not how I grew up with watching Thomas and Friends at all, and especially with the bouncing too. I mean, after that whole bouncing, so to speak, I had decided I would. Sorry, I'm just gonna. I'll just probably prop my screen up quickly. I decided to 3D print some of the models, such as Splatter, I believe. Yeah, like Airy, Bert. These will compared to these two, like one's fatter than the other or wider,
Yeah,
but
a little.
yeah. But I like started 3D printing because I'm like the merchandising here in the Thomas and Friends world is like horrible.
No, like when the season, like originally, when the show was good, the merchandise were fantastic.
They
When the
were, yeah. But
when
then
the
like
show was awful, the merchandise was still fantastic and sometimes decent.
but now
But
like
when the show was awesome, the merchandise had downgraded a lot. What's going
yeah, I
on?
mean, is there a problem?
Yeah, I'm just asking like what was going on. And now the show is awful and the merchandise is awful.
Especially with the 2D products, I'm scared to see how the like the whole pack like the packaging now I'm like, okay, that's cool. But now like I'm dealing with more I miss the original ways of Trackmaster.
Yeah, I think
Where like you
everyone.
don't have to hear that clickety 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 click from the new Trackmaster. I miss the old ones where it's like you can free run it if you want it, they want to if you don't have tracks, or you can have tracks and just power it up yourself. But like, really, did you have to downgrade it to like have teeth? Like I've never seen a train with like actual design teeth,
Yeah.
unless you're thinking of
NWR
the Cog Railway.
8. Yeah, NWR Fan 08. What do you prefer, the classic or the new series?
I think he's still on
Um.
mute.
Oh, all right. Okay. If you want to stay on mute, that's your personal reasons. I won't interfere with it. So, what do you think of the Bluebird sets of Thomas? Cause like I really want one of these.
Oh, the blue, the cool props.
No, the Bluebird sets. Wait. I'm showing an image. Wait. I'm showing a video actually. YouTube. Wait. Have you heard of something called Bluebird Thomas?
No, I haven't.
All right, I'm showing you. Wait, hang on. Blue with Thomas. Where are the proper ones? Yeah, extreme trains. Yeah. Uh, just give me a second.
Yeah, I'm just gonna drive Rusty a little bit farther to the sheds.
Yeah. Chrome tab and share. Yeah, this is the bluebird set.
Let's see. Oh, ooh, that's some sort of
Yeah.
wheeling system under it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
It had like wheels under it that helped it to run.
uh, for me, yeah, it's too small. And let's say I had a little brother or a sister, they just think it's a gummy drop and eat it.
Oh, sorry.
But I mean, like you
Yeah,
get like all, but you, I mean, like you get all of Sodor packed in an easy way.
yeah. I just love this set. I don't know why. Like I really want it. Another child, I used to like respect the toys a lot. Did not used to eat my toys, unlike some children. So yeah, I actually wanted one of these.
I mean, okay, so I grew up with like the Tank and Play era. Like my first actually, yeah, my first actual Thomas set was a Tank and Play Tom was like, or like Thomas strings were the Tank and Plays. And I remember I received Lady. Oh,
Hmm.
actually, no, I lied. No, I remember it now. It was actually Trackmaster first. I had a Trackmaster Molly, a Trackmaster Murdoch,
Hmm.
a like you remember the Thomas set where it's like you got an you can't unattach this like Thomas from like a brake van, but you
Yeah,
have to
yeah,
like
yeah.
I
I know
remember I
exactly.
had that Thomas, and then I had yeah, those were my very first Thomas sets that I received,
Hmm.
and I'm like I thought, and they were actually good models. I never over time actually they I had to start doing some upgrades on them, like I had to like permanently attach the tender to certain engines and stuff like that. So I mean, I
Yeah, for
could.
for me, I never got Thomas toys. I just got one set, and I don't know what brand was it. It had orange tracks, and it had a petrol pump, and like it had Thomas Diesel and Percy. I don't remember what brand the set was, but I used to love the set. It's lost probably now. I do have Diesel, but all the other pieces are lost.
Yeah, I mean, like right now, actually, because I'm just currently looking at Daisy. I remember because I currently was at work at the time, right? And I
Hmm.
remember I saw Thomas. Oh, I didn't even watch the UK NWR 58. I
Oh.
remember I got the. I right now currently have the like the old version of Daisy right now, the one with less
Hmm?
details than the new one. So
Yeah.
I'm excited that I like right now have the Farquhar team,
Hmm?
uh, and I also have like the Thomas of Magic Railroad set complete. Now that I have Lady Splatter Dodge Diesel 10,
All right.
so that's pretty neat. And then I have half the Dock set of Chuggington. So I am a mix with Thomas and Chuggington because I remember when I was 7 years old, Chuggington came on, and it was like one of those ice episodes where I got introduced to Olwen, which is an A4 from Chuggington.
Owen. Like that girl character, like the green A4.
Yeah,
Um, I don't remember what. See, I don't remember anyone from Chuggington except Coco, that Brewster and Wilson, and that flying action checker guy. I don't remember anyone's name. But in
hang
Thomas,
on
like
one
I,
sec. Let me show
yeah.
you who she is.
Wait. I can actually, I think, search for it.
Oh, I got it.
And A4. Wait, images. Olwen, you're right. Wait.
Yeah, Alwyn.
Yeah.
I was
Remove.
introduced to Alwyn, and I actually, if hold on, I'm gonna share my screen for a second to show you something.
I can share my screen if you want.
Oh no, it's
Uh,
for me. No, not it's for me.
all right.
Just have to find the picture. Uh,
At the stream.
yeah, yeah. So I currently right now have
What
created.
the hell is that?
So that's Spencer, Trackmaster 2 Spencer. I currently have because I did not have his tender. I decided just to make him Owen. Like currently, it took a while because the paint needed to like I needed to like paint all. I had to tape everything, paint it dark green,
Uh-huh.
and then I actually had to stripe a bit. And finally, I had decided to use the buffers as the eyes. But personally, I should have used like clay or something to like cover the face.
Can I please don't take any offense, but
No, I
this is
don't. I don't.
horrifying. This is horrifying to me.
I get
Like,
it.
look at that face
I mean,
protruding out. Like, uh, I'm going to have nightmares tonight.
sorry if I give it to you. Like currently, right now, she's sitting in my garage because I have no more space. I'm not really
Oh,
currently using. I okay. So my series NWR Futures
hmm?
was originally supposed to take place in model form. It was supposed to be like a Chuggington and Tom's Friends crossover, right?
Yeah.
But when I came to doing, sorry, I'm gonna share my screen again, but like
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Oh,
warn you
sure.
right now to cover your to watch your ears.
I'm reducing my
Um,
volume.
let me just find my video. I have to. Hang on. Okay, now I remember how I have to find it.
Yeah. So, like, as I was saying, the Chugging Dead characters, I only remember a few. That flying action chugger guy, and then Wilson, then Brewster and Coco. These are the only
See,
guys I remember.
see, the
But with
thing
Thomas,
is, when it came,
yeah, yeah, but let me finish. But with Thomas, the thing is that I can name each character non-stop. Now, go on, Solo.
so when I actually was introduced to Chuggington, um, I was okay. So I was appalled at first because I'm like, okay, trains having to be like retrained how to become trains,
Hmm?
how to halt like they're trains for goodness sakes. And then as soon as I was in between Thomas and Friends and Chuggington. So when Thomas was on a break, I went to Chuggington, and when Chuggington was on a break, I went to Thomas. But when we came up to the season 5, I thought
Hmm.
I was like, you're introduced to the harbor, and you're introduced to like 4 characters named Skipper Stew, Russ, Hamish, and Harry. I thought the concept of them was completely like awesome. Now,
Hmm.
sadly, they didn't make like Harry and Hamish and Russ in toy form, but thankfully, hold on.
Yeah,
But thankfully, and sorry, one sec.
yeah, I'm waiting.
Oh, I'm not trying to share my screen. Hold on. I will share my screen soon, but they have because I 3D printed them. I don't think my light's bright enough. So I 3D printed them, like they didn't take too long, and I 3D printed them to the exact size.
Hmm.
So yeah, getting back to NWR Futures, when I had originally planned it, I had used a
Hmm?
couple of I made a short video
Yeah.
to figure out to see if it was worth filming. It was painful, to say the least.
Uh-huh.
So it was part of the compilation video I did with a couple of other YouTubers. I did.
Yeah, and after that,
Yeah, I'm just sharing my screen.
like you said,
So just
reducing my volume.
no, like turn it down. Like even I can't stand. Like like even the volume now, I currently can't stand it.
Was that possible?
Wakey, wakey, crew!
Like immediately, I was like, that was the worst idea I've ever made. Of like editing.
I did the mistake. So when the theme song ended, I increased my volume, and the Wakey Wakey crew blasted my ears.
Yeah, I told you to shut it down because
No, I thought that was just the theme. I thought the theme would be loud, but the Wakey Wakey crew, I was like, okay, I now understand why he told me to volume down a bit.
so I'm like, okay, I'd probably go I'll shelf NWR Futures until like I realized that the end of my episode, which is which was taking the idea of the great reunion with all the A4s coming together.
Yeah.
I realized that I have no other episodes until season 2 because I'm like season 2 is not of the Roseworth Railway series wasn't going to come out until like after after the winter break because I'm like I have no plans to have Christmas of the Roseworth Railway series. So I'm like, okay, I'll probably have to postpone it a lot longer than I was originally intending to. So I'm like, bring back NWR Futures, film it in Train Simulator. And pretty much, I'm actually enjoying how filming in Train Simulator. Sorry, I'm pretty much happy in filming. I can't speak today. I'm pretty much happy that I chose the option to film in Train Simulator. Yes, I had to make several cutbacks with the original cast, but like NWR Futures now to where it is currently was the best decision I've had. I mean, all the routes that I have currently don't represent Sodor, but like if you like Tidmouth Sheds for that matter, it's like it doesn't look like Tidmouth Sheds, but like if you understand from the point of perspective I am in, like I had to use what I had to use.
Yeah. So I have another question for us too, and that is, if you will see my share screen, your opinion on tugs.
Okay, so I never grew up with tugs.
Neither have I.
But the thing is, because here's the thing, I never grew up with tugs because I'm Canadian. I'm born and raised in Canada, and so the Canadian version of tugs was a show called Theater Tugboat. And Theater Tugboat was like to me was like the same thing as Thomas and Friends, but different. And I only remember like 1 or 2 episodes because then the next thing you know, when I went to Halifax for a trip, I realized that's got to be Theodore. It took like a whole minute for me to realize that's Theodore Tugboat, and I actually got a chance to see the models in person. So it was awesome to see the Theodore Tugboat. Now, when we get to tugs,
Yeah.
I had to binge watch at least all the episodes, and I am like, okay, this is actually the sister show to Tom's and Friends. Scrap Theodore Tugboat, and I kind of enjoy it. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. So, like, what do you think? Go ahead.
I mean, when I was floored by it was like 10 cents was like Thomas, but on water,
Exactly.
and like you got Big Mac, Warrior, You got and Sunshine was like Percy to me.
Yeah,
So I'm
Sunshine was
like,
the
this
best
is like Tom's
episode.
and Friends, but better because there's a lot
Yeah.
more.
No,
Sorry,
okay,
say
look.
that again.
If we, if we talk about like overall, Thomas is better because Thomas had much more, to work with. Tugs didn't have much to work with. It took them
Yeah,
2 years to film 13 episodes. Sorry, 1 year to film 13 episodes.
yeah. I mean, for me currently, like, here's the thing with Tom's and Friends, there was a lot of scrapped ideas.
Hmm.
Like Tugs, they had to make what they had to do, and for me, okay, for me, really, if I had to prefer current Tom's and Friends and where it's going over Tugs, I'd rather just scrap Tom's and Friends and bring Tugs in
No, no, no.
because
If someone like gave me like, okay, what if someone gave you the option, scrap Tugs, watch Thomas, or scrap Thomas and watch Tugs? What would you do?
okay, you
And
put me
both
in a
will be like,
difficult position.
but both will be at peak quality. And Thomas will continue like at season 4 and 5 quality, and Tugs will continue at like its own quality.
I'd scrap Thomas and Friends and watch Tugs.
Mm, I am going to say Thomas. I know people will like hate me for this, but like Thomas has a much more deeper connection with me. Like I love Tugs. Tugs was perfect, but like if someone give me
Like
option between Thomas,
I know.
then
Like for
I
me,
would
sorry, go ahead. Sorry, go
yeah I
ahead.
would pick yeah I would pick Thomas. But like actually I saw Tugs. Like so the unlucky Tug in his Jack and the Pack review. I was like what 12, 11 back then when he said that Tugs was perfect. I was like, what is it? It's talking ships. So when I watched it, I was like, wow, this shit is better than Thomas. I showed it to my mother, and my mother actually said like she understood why this was unsuccessful. You know why?
Why?
Because like it was too mature.
That is true. I mean,
Yes,
you're talking about, but then again, it was filmed back like a long time, so kids probably back then were not as knowing as this. For Theodore Tugboat, though, if I had to compare this to Tugs to Theodore Tugboat, I mean, it it was somewhat mature, but then like it was teaching kids. For example, when it was called, there was an episode called Theodore's Bully, I believe.
yeah,
It talked about like if you to stand up for yourself or like get someone to help you. Now we already know that that never taught kids anything because next thing you know we're still in the bullying and all that.
yeah,
But like,
yeah. But like Tugs, Tugs was like I'm not sure if this is from Tugs or from another show, but I do remember something to do with chips. Someone bullies you, just you know hit them back.
yeah,
Hmm. like people say like go and complain to your parents. I am like, dude, if someone's going to hit me in the face, I'm going to hit him. I'm not going to go to parents and cry.
yeah.
Yeah. So like I showed it to my mother and she was actually very impressed with it and said that this should have been more successful.
I mean, now currently with Tom's friends, I wish Tugs had still stayed
Hmm? Thugs would look.
because,
How do you think Thugs would look with arc animation?
pardon, how
How do
would
you
Tugs
think
look
Thugs
in
would look?
anime?
Yeah,
Would look in animation? I would say without the bouncing and the you know what, I
obviously
would
without the
say
bouncing.
yeah,
Okay,
straight
wait,
up
wait,
without
wait,
the
wait.
bouncing.
Just
I
one thing. Just one thing. How would the ship bounce?
that I have no idea.
I don't want to imagine. Yeah, and also Thugs are a little stereotypical. I think they made the one Mexican guy. They made the Mexican guy have a very Mexican type accent,
Yeah,
and they made the one Australian guy the gangster of the group.
you actually, you know what? I with Mattel really, honestly, they had a lot of options to go. all the way around the world. But what they chose were 5 continents, literally nothing else.
Because there are
Like
five
they,
continents in the world.
you know what I'm saying. I honestly
Yeah, yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
like they chose India, I believe, and like Italy. Italy. What's the other country they chose?
France. No, not France.
No, no, not France.
China, China.
China, and then they went to Australia. Like like 4 continents. But like there was
Brazil.
like they had, but like when it
Brazil.
came to, sorry, yeah,
He went to Brazil too.
oh yeah, and Brazil, they had 5 continents, but then like they had like the other 2 continents that they went to
Hmm?
that they could have used to bring out the show more. Like they introduced Vinny, uh,
Hmm?
Etienne, I believe Carlos, Ivan, but all they just chose were those continents because
I
apparently
think
that's
they did.
where.
If they sent Thomas to like America, because the Americans' engines are like so big, I think Thomas would have gotten like just bullied a lot.
See, actually, the funny thing is Vinny,
Hmm?
unless unless Mattel was thinking of Grand Trunk Western, he's actually Canadian
Yeah, well, that's kind of true.
because Canadian National, Vinny is actually kind of Canadian. Unless they were thinking of Grand Trunk Western, which is also like the equivalent to Canadian National,
Hmm.
they, which is the United States version. Like honestly, I believe Canada would have been more like, let's bring out Thomas a little bit farther.
Yeah. So, I think, they should have included, America. Like, just imagine, like Vinny. What was I going to say? Wait, hang on. Yeah. Just imagine, like, Vinny interacting with like someone like Gordon or Henry or something.
Yeah,
Yeah. And, I think Tom should have also gone to Russia.
yeah. Actually, Russia, I really do think they should have went there.
Yeah. Oh, well, would Thomas have been able to handle Russia?
I believe he would because he knew Ivan from the Great Railway Show.
Yeah, but it would take a lot of, like willpower to survive in Russian railways.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Germany. They
Yeah.
forgot Germany as well with Frida.
But, what if like Thomas goes and like says to Frida, how do you feel to be defeated by a superior country?
Yeah, well then we got a lot of problems, controversies there. Or
That would be an
Belgium, actually.
interesting. That would be an
Belgium.
interesting conversation.
Yeah. 1 sec. I just want to check the time because I do also have to get ready for something else.
How much time do you have?
I just have to check the time for a second. Hold on.
Yeah.
I have about 5 minutes left.
5 minutes. Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, let's end it here then.
It was great
Um,
talking to you. We should do this again sometime if COVID,
yeah,
or like probably New Year's, probably we should do this again.
yeah. What about 1st January then? Because New Year is going to be different for all of us. So how about 1st January?
Yeah, I'm gonna check if I'm working that day. I
Yeah.
shouldn't be, but if so, I will let you know. It was
All
great
right.
talking to you, Thomas Pandit.
Yeah. Merry Christmas.
You too.
Wait. Hang on. 1 second. 1 second. Let me have the ending screen be Merry. Wait. Hang on. 1 second. Uh, sorry for interrupting. Uh, um, wait. What the? Where's it gone? Oh yeah. Shite. Hang on. Mm, uh, mhm, 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 mhm. Yeah. And yeah, I wanted to end it here. Hey, buddy, are you listening?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. So yeah, I wanted to end it here.
Yeah. So
Let's end it with a Christmas song then. Right? Three.
yeah,
We wish you a Merry Christmas in three, two, one. We
we
wish
wish
you a
you a
Merry
Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a
Christmas
Happy
and
New
Happy
Year.
New Year. Woo!
Alrighty.
Goodbye
See you
and
around.
yeah, see you around, man. Thank you for watching. And